What's up, girl?
Hey, girl, hey. I am so annoyed with Zoom.
Yeah. I was like, shoot, I'm so not used to that one having a password.
Well, and then on top of that, they made everyone update Zoom on the 30th, and my desktop is still not updated. So I wanted to do the call on the desktop, and it's saying, oh, you got to do the whole installation thing. So I think
Oh,
squared away, but I was like, oh my gosh, but I'm good I'm just on my laptop right now. So we'll be good. But let me get the slides up.
okay. Well, I'll be right back.
All right. I should have some getting on. I had a bunch tagged in from my downline, but if not, we'll just record and send it then.
Yeah. I should have a couple also. Let me post the password.
Okay. I know that's what, okay. Yeah, I got to send mine. They were probably, I see them popping on now. They're probably like, I had to go back to the post for the password. All right. I am going, okay, while we're waiting, let me see if I can make this work. No, we'll be good. All right. Oh, sorry, Rachel. I just now saw yours. I just got your text.
That's okay. I saw your post. I'm like, we don't ever use passwords. What's that?
It's Zoom. That's what Courtney and I were just talking about. Zoom did this massive update like right after quarantine, and auto like gave the only so basically if a link was created but not ever modified beforehand, it's like grandfathered in, like our workout link is grandfathered in, but this one I had to modify weeks back so that it would auto record. And because I modified it, it made it have an automatic password. So we'll get used to it. It's just going to probably take a couple times for us to all be like, oh, wait, that's the password. So,
yeah. Do you know why, like, I don't know if you can tell me this real quick. And sometimes people can see my events and sometimes people cannot see my events, and it's always like different people.
Really? No, I have not run across that.
And that's where I keep all my calls and like the links and everything. And so, yeah, I didn't know if you knew anything.
I don't, but I don't know why I do this. Now, my team calls on Saturdays, I always post it as an event, but for some reason, the new coach call, I always post as a post. So I don't know I don't know, but I don't think I've run into that. But then again, I don't know if everyone gets notified, when I schedule a new one either. I just send the invite to it goes to the whole team page. So
yeah.
But all right, do we want to go ahead and get started?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll just go ahead and just introduce myself and then I'll share the screen. So thank you so much for getting on, guys. We are so excited to have you on this call, which means you are starting your coaching journey or just diving in a little bit deeper with it. Courtney and I are going to be digging into just the basics, keeping everything basic. I want you to use this call as inspirational call of seeing all the action or all the actionable steps that you can take, but I don't want you to allow it to overwhelm you or make you feel like you have to do everything at once. This is a call where we're going over steps, and you can utilize them. I want you to really kind of lean in and pick one thing that you want to start with and then go from there. So just to kind of introduce myself, my name is Lauren Blackledge, and I have been coaching with Beachbody since November of 2016. So that means we're coming on like 3.5 years that I've been coaching. I started this really just for the discount on Shakeology and Energize, and quickly fell in love with everything that came along with it. And as someone who started as a discount coach, can really excitingly say that I do this now full time, and it was never my intention, but it was something that I felt drawn to and leaned in and just followed my heart with this business and took action the entire way through, by always finding what I wanted to do with this business, and just made it work, figured it out along the way. And so my story is really all over the place, from discount coach to full-time coach and everything in between. I used to be an elementary school teacher, and just, big roller coaster, but it also just shows that no matter where your life is and what you really are wanting to take from this coaching opportunity, there is so much variety. It's not a one size fits all, or I guess it is a one size fits all. It's not just one specific person that can find success in it. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey. So it is a one size fits all. You just have to make it work for you. So I'm going to pass it over to Court, and then we'll dive in.
All right. Hey guys. So excited to have you guys on. My name is Courtney, for those of you who don't know me. I have been coaching for a little over 4 years. Unlike Lauren, I decided that on day one of signing up for Beachbody, I was going to coach. And I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I had never been in a boot camp. I had never even drank a Shakeology. I just knew that I needed something to change my nutrition habits. I grew up loving fitness. I played soccer all through college, and just really that part of my story was not the difficult part for me. The fitness is what I love to do most, and knew I actually wanted to incorporate that in a career somehow, someday. And to me, it was, I needed the accountability for my emotional eating. I struggled pretty bad with that all through college, and I just needed a change. And so I kind of jumped all in, and then I kind of sat in this paralysis of coaching for about a year. I let what other people had said about me, I let the fear of what I thought other people might think hold me back for like I said, about a year. And that's one thing that I love to talk about now, because I encourage the opposite of that, obviously. I definitely encourage you to kind of get out of your own head. And I like to speak in a few slides, you'll hear me speak on social media, which is now my absolute favorite part of this business. And when I started, you probably couldn't catch me dead saying that. So it's definitely something I encourage to just get out of your own way, get out of your own head, don't overthink it, and just pursue a life of passion and purpose. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get started with Lauren.
Perfect. Share my screen. All right. I can never remember. Okay, I'm going to keep it like this, because if I make it full screen, if I tap my mouse, it always goes on to the next slide. All right, so we are going to dig into the very first part of coaching, is where you start, like what it is that you do. A lot of times we can kind of get paralyzed in that fear, kind of just connecting with what Courtney said of, like here I've done this and now I'm kind of afraid of taking action. Well, Beachbody has laid out for you every single thing that will push your business forward, will start it kind of getting the ball rolling. And they have this tracker that you guys all have access to, whether it's through our team pages or whether it's through your actual Beachbody coach office. The back office is what we call it. If you haven't dug into that, I suggest you do. We all have the new coach training that will guide you to that. But this tracker allows you to start taking action in your business. And the way they break it down is in 4 categories. And it's really simple when kind of it's really simple to think you're doing the tasks as a coach, but in reality, we want to make sure that we're using this tracker to make sure we're actually doing the things we need to do. So to kind of break this down, the first thing we do as coaches is we take care of ourselves. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know a lot of jobs out there that ask you to do that. We get to be a proof of the product, and our product as coaches are workouts, nutrition plans, and being an advocate for living a healthy and fulfilling life. And that's what we get to do. And we get to show others that they can do it too through our actions. And so that's the very first thing you're going to start doing is getting yourself results. And I don't want you to be scared thinking, oh my goodness, but I don't have this transformation, or I'm still just starting this. That's what paralyzed me for a long time. Was I didn't think I was good enough because I wasn't at my goal weight. I started with Beachbody because I needed help, not because I could help other people. In reality, I found that was the complete opposite of what a coach is. It's not someone who has all the answers. It's someone who's going to lock arms with someone and say, I'm going to do this with you. And that's what you get to do, is you get to be a proof of the product, showing that your transformation might be something on the inside versus on the outside. Because while a physical transformation can sometimes take some time, you would be surprised how quickly you see an energy transformation or a mindset transformation. So really lean into that when using the products, using the workouts and Shakeology and all the other amazing products we have too. The next thing is connect, inviting, and follow up. So we are a relationship business. We are a business where we get to build friendships, we get to build connections and relationships with people, because health is a scary thing. And sometimes it's a lonely thing, but it's also a very personal thing. And so we don't just sell someone a product and say, all right, bye, see you on your way. Hit me up when you're ready to fill up your order again. That's not what we do. We build relationships and we connect with people so that we can go with them on their journey. And so what you're going to be doing now as a new coach is really starting new relationships. Think about, I always say, and then, well, I'm going to hit one thing. Okay. Connecting with people. Think about who you are right now, where you are in your journey. Those are going to be the people that you're connecting with. You're going to be wanting to connect with the people that are in the same phase of life with you. Courtney's a mom of a 1-year-old now. So she's really, focusing and making friendships and talking to people that she has in common with that have 1-year-olds, because they're all, embarking in that phase of life together. Me, I am a mom of an 8-year-old who has attitude, but can, hug me and melt my heart in the same second, in the same, back to back. Those are the people that I'm connecting with. I'm not really in a phase of building relationships with brand new moms or, women who are enduring pregnancy, because that's just not my phase of life right now. So don't be afraid to find your people who are in your phase of life, but also your interest level. And then let them know they can do this with you. Sometimes this is the scariest part for people, is to invite others to come do this with them. But I guarantee you, if you are a parent or if you are a spouse or a friend, you've never once batted an eye to invite someone to come to a birthday party. So this is no different. You are hosting or co-hosting or being a part of a challenge group or an accountability group, and you're inviting your friends to come to it. If you have ever invited your friends to come to your child's birthday party, you're doing the exact same thing. You're asking someone to buy your child a gift and to bring it to the party. And that's kind of what we're doing now, except we're not asking anyone to buy us anything. We are asking someone to invest in their health and come do it together. And then follow up. Guys, people are busy. We are all very distracted right now in our own personal lives, whether it's with, work or, just being ready for the world to open back up again. But we are all very distracted, and it's easy for people to forget that you were in a conversation together. So don't forget to remind them, right before. I know for me, I always connect with birthday parties because my son, when they're in school, it seems like every weekend is someone's birthday party. And usually 2 days before, I get a text message invite from a group text. Don't forget, Sally's birthday party's at 3. Hope to see you there. Don't forget to follow up with people and let them know that they can come do this with you. And then once you have people that join you, whether they're joining you to start their own health journey or to start this business side by side with you, help them get results. If you have someone that is asking you to help them lose 10 pounds, lean in and help them lose 10 pounds. Help them be accountable to using the programs and following the meal plans. If you have someone that's leaning in and says, I want to coach because I need a side hustle and I want to pay for vacations, help them learn how to become a coach. Doesn't mean you need to know all the answers, but you guys have you all have resources within us and within Google University, as Courtney calls it, to read, to learn and to do this together. And then the last thing is personal development. As human beings, our mental health is just as important as our physical health, and making sure that we're taking care of our mind is huge. And Courtney and I both in our new coach training have a list of amazing books or audibles or podcasts that can really help you dig in. I'm a huge advocate in making sure you're reading self-help books that are helping you in an area where you're struggling or helping you in an area where you need to grow. So if you're coming in this business and you're really nervous about posting because of other people's because of social media and other people's opinions, reach out to Courtney or your coach or myself and say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with and this is what I need to really develop on right now. I know for me, I'm working on leadership and I'm working on social media, and those are areas where I'm focusing my development. So you're going to focus your development on where you want to grow right now. So next up is Courtney. Was this okay? Yeah.
Oops, hold on one sec. All right. Okay. All right. So like I said, social media is definitely something that I definitely overthought myself at the beginning, but I want you guys to simplify it, and we will help you through that as your coach. So one, start a program. Like Lauren said, being proof of the product is one of the main things about being a coach, and starting a program and sharing every bit of the journey is what we call the trust building phase of this business. Maybe you don't need a huge physical transformation. Maybe you do want to have some sort of physical transformation, but sharing every part of that journey is so, I think, courageous and brave, and just shows that you are the most relatable person versus just showing the end journey. I can't think of how many people I know that I have seen them at their goal results, and I am not super inspired by that because I want to follow the whole journey, so start sharing now. And then I always like to rotate through a health and fitness post, a coach post, and a personal life post. So a health and fitness post is something like what day you are on in your current program. And while we are on this topic, I like to just note that we don't encourage you guys to become Beachbody robots, meaning we don't encourage you to only talk about health and fitness, only talk about coaching, only talk about everything Beachbody. We want you guys to show your lives too. Who are you outside of a coach? What makes you unique? What will attract your followers to you? Like Lauren said, I'm a mom of a 1-year-old. Yes, that can connect me to other women, but also I am a mom of a 1-year-old who only loves to be outside, who is nicknamed Shuggy, who is literally always smiling, especially outside. But just those things that make you a little bit more unique are stuff that you want to talk about. And then, so again, health and fitness posts, you can always provide value by sharing a recipe. A coach post is something that you envision coaching specifically doing for your future, whether that's financially, whether that's a little bit more freedom, whether that is it's bringing you a community if you're maybe a stay-at-home mom, or teachers in the summer, you want to have that sort of community. So whatever that might be, that's a coach post. And then again, the personal life post is anything outside of the health and fitness realm. Again, we don't encourage you to use product names or like go around shouting out the program name that you're doing. You can say what day you're on or whatever, but you really want to strike curiosity with your followers and have them reach out to you and say, okay, tell me about this at-home workout, versus you saying, hey, I'm doing 10 rounds or Lift 4 or whatever program you're doing right now. All they have to do is go to Google and Google it and maybe go around you as their coach and not realize the value of the groups themselves and actually having a coach. Because believe it or not, they get assigned a coach no matter how they sign up. So you want them to go through you. And then show your face on your social media, you guys. Show your personality in the text and the pictures. So I always like to type out a post, how I talk. So it might seem kind of silly at first, it might seem a little unordinary, but I love those posts when I can actually hear the person talking and get their personality through their post. Maybe you're a little bit sarcastic, maybe you're a little bit witty or silly or whatever it might be. Show that in the text, and then also show up on your stories the same exact way. Be witty, be funny, be sarcastic, be intelligent, be whatever what makes you in your stories and in your posts. And then I always recommend getting a preset or a filter and stick with the same general one. Laura and I both gift our Emerald coaches a Lightroom preset, so that's something to keep in mind, and I'll talk about that a little bit later too. But a preset for Lightroom, Etsy has them for anywhere from like $2 to like $10. I definitely wouldn't spend more than $10 for a filter. And then, like I was saying about stories, save your Instagram or Facebook stories for the unfiltered content. Talk to your camera with no makeup on, like you just woke up, you're like, what up guys, I'm about to drink my Mama Motivation, which is what I call our pre-workout, whatever you want to call it. I'm about to get this drink and then do my workout. Obviously, I'm not going to put makeup on before a workout, which is actually what I used to do before the gym. So it's something I talk about, but just show up real and yourself, and people will love you for it. And then if you spend a lot of time talking to the camera, I would definitely try to put some sort of text that encourages people to turn the sound on. I always just, out of habit, just kind of put it in my mind that nobody is listening with sound. And so I try to put like a GIF on there or something that maybe encourages them to listen to it. And then, so go connect with people. So how do you grow your following from here? One, stay consistent with your posts. Try to, for your first couple weeks as a coach, get out 5 posts every week. Typically, I would say 1 post a day. That's what we do now, but make it a goal to get out at least 5 posts for week 1 and 5 posts in week 2. So 10 posts in 2 weeks. So make that your goal, and then go connect with people. Go look at hashtags that are in your niche, like Lauren was talking about, maybe new mom or whatever, dog mom, or if you even want to get more specific, like what kind of dog? Boston. I was like, what kind of dog do we have? Boston Terrier dog mom, if you want to get specific, or just get a little bit in depth with who you want to connect with. and go like their posts, go comment, but be genuine about it. Don't just go just to do it. Go to actually try to create a relationship with these people via social media, because that's what this is all about, is creating relationships with people who are like you. And eventually they'll be interested, start watching your stories. They'll start asking questions about your boot camps or about this coaching community that you're consistently talking about. And that's how you build a community around this business. So that's social media.
Love it. If I can scroll. All right. There we go. All right. So this next slide is just kind of a quick reference, just so you kind of have your just brain aware of being a coach. So while we don't have any contracts or anything that like locks you in, one thing, if you are growing your business and you do want to be considered an active coach, you need to keep your PV above 50. So all these pictures of the products listed below, there are so many other options now, from collagen and different combinations, collagen and hydrate, all the fun things. If you're drinking Shakeology or your performance line regularly, you don't even need to worry about this slide, because you will automatically fall into an active coach. But if there comes a time, you know, life happens where maybe you're like, I just can't swing my Shakeology this month. Or, you know, maybe one month you went on vacation and you forgot to take it with you and you still have stock and you don't need it for another month, but you want to remain an active coach. These are alternatives for you. So 50 PV is what you want. PV means personal volume. Every single product that Beachbody has a number that's attached to it. And the different combinations can add up to 50. So it's simple. If you're drinking Shakeology, you don't even need to worry about this. But if the time comes and you're wanting to be an active coach, if you can keep this so this needs to happen within a 5-week cycle. So your PV keeps you good for 5 weeks. And then after the 5 weeks, whatever you placed, whatever order you placed within that 5 weeks would go away. There's no penalty behind it, but you know, for me, essentially, if you go inactive, it's like turning off the light in your business. It's like saying you're closed. So just kind of think of that. And if you ever have any questions about that, always our team pages are there for you to ask. You can ask away. So let's dig into the real fun stuff. And if you're anything like me, you love prizes and incentives, and Beachbody never, ever disappoints in what they do for their coaches. I have never felt more loved by a job than I do with Beachbody. And I will say the incentives that I'm talking about right now that I'm going to share with you, I have earned them all. So the first one is Success Club. So if you help 3 people get set up the exact same way that you started, and you have your Shakeology or your performance line on Home Direct, you fall into what is called the Success Club, which means that you not only earn your commissions on those products, but Beachbody has swag that is designed for you to receive throughout the year. So you get a t-shirt, a really cute, this year it's a white Coach tank. It is so stinking cute, that says Coach on it. So you get that if you hit it month 1. Month 3, you get a Beachbody puzzle. Month 6, it is 2 Shakeology Snuggies, which I am so excited about. Month 9 is a hoodie. And then month 12 is a Theragun right now, which I don't know much about, but Zane, my husband, is so excited about it because apparently these things are not cheap. And so just by doing your job, I mean, think of all of you, if you showed up to work every single day and your job said, hey, if you do your job and you work hard and, you know, do what you're supposed to do for 3 months, we're going to send you a prize. I'm sorry, but my job never did that. The next thing that is open to you is if you hit Success Club and you do it 3 times in your first 6 months as a coach, Beachbody will give you a free ticket to our annual coaching event. And while COVID this year is causing our annual event to be virtual. I do know that on this virtual event, we will be finding out where next year's trip will be, and all of you have an opportunity to earn a free ticket for it. And one really exciting thing, and I'm not gonna even lie, I am so jealous about it, but one really exciting thing that Beachbody just added on this year is if you become a Success Starter, which is the hitting Success Club 3 times in your first 3 months, Beachbody will allow you to be in a test group for the programs that are not even released yet. So right now, Courtney and I both have ladies within our downline that are in the current test group right now. They're getting to try out a program that they don't even think they've filmed yet. And so what an awesome opportunity. If you've ever looked at this business and thought, oh, well, I'm not credible enough, or I wouldn't know what to do. This is a really cool way to just kind of level yourself up and be like, wow, I'm getting this opportunity to do something that no one else is getting to do. And that will continue on. So definitely make that a goal. And then while you're doing those things, while you're hitting Success Club and while you're pushing to be in a test group, Beachbody also keeps track of the coaches who are doing this continuously, and you then get invited into a trip to, well, this next year it will be Riviera Maya, and then usually it's always somewhere tropical. I've been to Riviera Maya, went on a cruise, and then this past year we were supposed to go to Punta Cana. Unfortunately, COVID destroyed those dreams, but we're all going to Riviera Maya next year. But I know for me, vacations weren't something that my husband and I just could do on a whim. It was something that we had to be very strategic in our savings for. We had to really cut corners, whether we, joined in with friends and we all split the cost. And I can tell you for the last 2 years, I have been able to take my family on a vacation worry-free, and it has been the most amazing thing ever. So if you're driven by those kind of things, just know they are here for you, and they are amazing. You will never regret working towards these incentives. All right, and I'm going to hand it over to Court, and she's going to talk about really looking at ranks next.
Okay, so your next goal as a coach is to become an Emerald coach. What that means is you have 2 active coaches, whether they are signed up to coach for just the discounts or they're actually working the business. Either one works. It's the same sign-up process, no matter if they work it or if they just want discounts. You need 2 of those, one on each side of your business. So I always like to say you are at the top of your family tree. You have a left leg and a right leg, and you need two coaches, one on your left side, one on your right side, and that gets you to Emerald. So super easy. 2 is Emerald and 12 is Diamond. So having a Diamond mindset is your next goal, and just thinking about how simple it can be. It can definitely happen within your first 60 to 90 days of joining this business, becoming Diamond. So that what Diamond is 8 under your business. And then 2 of your coaches need to also have 2. So they need to be Emerald themselves. So it's 12 total coaches. Kind of one of the cool things about Beachbody is that you get to work 2 other business centers. It's called U+2. So you can have a significant other or a parent signed up under your business center, and then you can work them to Emerald and get to Diamond super quickly. So again, it's just a mindset shift of 2 is Emerald, 12 is Diamond. What are the benefits of these ranks? So first of all, confidence. It's your first and second rank in the business. You get to shout it from the rooftops that you're actually working a business, because there are a lot of people that are skeptical of if this really works. And it truly, truly does. And you get to say, hey, look what I'm doing. I'm building this business that's going to build me a future. And then you are now open for business, which means you get, I'm kind of skipping ahead here, but you get income from a team cycle bonus. So on top of just retail commission that you would get from those customers, you're also going to get, once you hit Emerald, a $14 a week team cycle bonus depending on those orders. And that I won't get into like the details of that, but just know that you're open to now get bonuses on top of your commission, which is just extra money, honestly. You also get recognition, which is whatever rank you are at Summit, you get recognized. You get Super Saturday recognition. You get shouted out on both of our team pages. You get to go to retreats, whether that's Emerald or Diamond retreats, and hang out with the team. It's so much fun. And then this is also kind of just a silly thing, but you get a letter in the mail from corporate. I remember the other day my husband, well, not the other day, but when he hit Diamond, he got a letter in the mail because I worked his business to Diamond, but he got a letter and he was like so proud of it. And he's like telling everyone, I'm a Diamond coach. I'm like, okay, you need to know. But it's just something silly, but it is so nice of them to just send a letter that's congratulating us for getting to the next rank. So it's definitely meaningful for sure. And then you also are eligible for leads. So there are a lot of times that people sign up for Beachbody without signing up through a coach. And what Beachbody does is they automatically assign those to people who are, to coaches who are hitting Success Club, which is what Lauren just talked about, and Emerald or above. So, and then also Momentum, and you get to, like I said, add another 2 accounts to be in control of. So you just keep the ball rolling with moving this business forward, and you'll definitely see results on the business side of things. And then Lauren and I just recently added these graphics of what the benefits of signing our significant others up are. So the first year that I signed Greg up, obviously he didn't make a whole lot of money, and Lauren's is a little bit better because it shows that in 2017, Zane's account, her husband made $92. In 2018, it made almost $2,500, which is crazy. In 2019, it made almost $5,000. His account just being open, yes, she worked it, and there were coaches added to his account and customers added to his account, but no one was truly, like Zane wasn't truly working the business, and Greg truly wasn't working his in 2019 to make $3,000. It's really just the benefit of being signed up under your business that you're constantly working. So it's definitely something to put on your goal board or vision board of Emerald, a goal date, specific date that you have in mind, and you can talk to your coach and see what they recommend. But I always recommend you setting one for yourself and then a goal date for Diamond.
Yes. All right. So speaking of goals, we have one last slide, maybe. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. It was not scrolling. Okay. So the one thing that I think has always been my favorite part of this business is we get to work it as quickly or as steadily as we want. Courtney and I, both listening to our stories, there's points of our business where we went just running really fast, and there are points in our business where we were just still kind of figuring things out and how it was going to work in our life. So what we've done for you is set some really simple goals for you. Now, these goals right now are steady goals that are totally doable. I don't want you to allow these goals to slow you down if you get off this call and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to do this business, because we have had women and men join our teams and blow these goals out of the water. Courtney has a coach on her team who just last week, she hit Diamond in like 10 days. How many days was it? Close, like really close. And then I have a coach on my team who built 2 Diamond accounts, both of them built in 19 days. So don't think that the goals I'm going to share with you right now have a cap, but also don't feel like you're not going to be successful if you don't hit them in this timeline, if that makes sense. You are the owner of your business. You set your goals. You work as fast or as slow as you want. But here are just some really good kind of pinpoints to keep you focused and to keep you pushing forward. So as a first month coach, kind of take your ownership of getting 3 people started to work on their health and wellness journey alongside of you. 3 people in a 30-day span. That's 1 person every 10 days. Right now, Beachbody, every single kit we offer is $10 or is $20 off, and each of you as new coaches have a $10 coupon code to help save your friends. So they essentially can get started for the entire year for $130, which is absolutely insane. People pay that monthly just to go to a gym without support, without nutrition, without any of the things that come along with this. So make your first goal hitting Success Club by helping 3 people. That'll make you $150. It'll get you a t-shirt, and it'll also qualify you to be in month 1 of a Success Starter program, getting closer to being in a test group and getting your free ticket. Month 2, now that you've helped 3 people, take that same action and put it in full force and do it again. But this time, maybe make 2 of those people become coaches or discount coaches and get yourself to Emerald. Again, Emerald can happen in a day, but as you're balancing out your business and you're really thinking about these goals and spacing them out as you're getting comfortable, month 2 is a perfect time to lean in and really rank up your business. The next goal is do the exact same thing again. Notice everything is pretty simple in this business and it all just kind of falls into place. Hit Success Club again by helping 3 new people, but also be more consistent about signing them up as discount coaches and get yourself to be a diamond rank. That way you're continuing. If you imagine the growth that you've had in the first 3 months of your business, think of all the things that you would receive. So how and why this helps you. You're making at least $150 each month. You're then locking yourself into a space of getting into a test group, learning about a brand new program, getting to try it out. You're also locking in your ability to get a free ticket to Summit, which is where you learn and grow and all the amazing things that come along with Beachbody, and you're getting prizes along the way. So this is your first 3 months goals in kind of like doable points where you can really track this. So I suggest taking a picture of this with your phone. When you get off this call, I guarantee there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're like, wait, what did they say? Like that was a lot of information, but by having this in front of you, having it on your phone, it will at least keep you going, and it can allow you to have a space where you can then reach out to your coach and be like, okay, here's where I am. This is how I need to make this happen. Month 2, same thing. And you can kind of keep those goals in your forefront. So that, I think, is all we have, right? Yeah, last slide. Let me stop sharing. All right, so I know that was a lot of information, but please don't allow it to overwhelm you. Allow it to inspire you, and just think like one thing that you learned today, go take action with it. Go find, go dig into your coach office, go find your tracker, or, think about who are going to be the first 2 people that you sign up, first 3 people to sign up to help you hit Success Club. This business isn't hard as long as you make sure you're having fun with it and that you're taking action with it. Anything else, Miss Court?
Nope, that is perfect.
Did anyone have any questions? If you do, please don't hesitate. We good? All right. Well, as always, we are here to help, to support. If you do think of questions, please reach out to your coach, reach out to your team page. Those are perfect places to ask. There's no such thing as a dumb question. In most cases, someone else is going to have that same question too. So, all right, guys, we will chat with you later, and good luck.
Have a good night, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.